tó bá ń gbọ́ tó sẹ́wẹ́lẹ́. tó bá ń gbọ́ tó sẹ́wẹ́lẹ́wẹ́lẹ́ tó tún milẹ̀ tìtìtìtì ẹ̀jẹ̀ méjì kì í jàṣà ìkànnì Aláyọ̀ rédíò ló ń dún tó tún kilẹ̀ bálabàlà gbé kúrò ń bẹ́ẹ̀ ó ń dùn mọ́ni nínú.
The time is 12 p.m. from Alayo Online Radio TV. I am Oluwatoyin Elebute, bringing you the top stories making headlines this afternoon. Welcome to the news at noon on Alayo Online Radio TV. These are the headlines. What Tinubu said after signing Electoral Amendment Bill into law. Electoral Act Amendment shows Nigerian practicing one-party democracy and 8 soldiers killed in terrorist raid cells. And in the world of business, Naira reaches 2-year high of 1,347 Naira, 78 kobo, and dollar as gap narrow further. Aliko Dangote appoints daughter to key leadership position in multi-billions dollar group. And in the world of sports, Onyedika, Lookman on target as Atletico Madrid struggle against Club Brugge. Victor Osimhen explained angry reactions in Galatasaray 5-2 Champions League wins over Juventus. Before the news and details, let's quickly go on a break.
Ẹ̀yin ènìyàn ẹ wá gbọ́ tuntun ìròyìn ayọ̀ ni mo mú wá fún yín nípa àjọ ọmọlúàbí tí a pè ní àjọ Yorùbá Land Health Charity Foundation tí wọ́n bẹ nílẹ̀ yìí àti lókè òkun. ẹ súnmọ́ bí ẹ wá fetí gbéyàwó ọ̀rọ̀. àwọn àjọ yìí nílẹ̀ yìí àti lókè òkun wà fún mímọ rírì ìdàgbàsókè àti láti lè gbé èdè òun àṣà ilẹ̀ Yorùbá ga ní Nàìjíríà àti ní diaspora. ṣíṣe ìdásílẹ̀ àṣà lóríṣiríṣi fún ìrónilágbára ìrànlọ́wọ́ nípa ètò ìwé kíkà fún ilẹ̀ Yorùbá. lápapọ̀ kò tán síbẹ̀ o. gbogbo ọmọ Yorùbá tí wọ́n ń gbé nílẹ̀ yìí tí wọ́n sì fẹ́ darapọ̀ pẹ̀lú ìgbáyégbádùn àwarawa àti ìbáṣepọ̀ tó mọ́yán lórí. fífi ara ẹni jì pẹ̀lú ṣíṣe olùtọ́nà nípa ètò ìmúpadàbọ̀sípò láti lè jẹ́ ká mọ̀ dájú wípé a lè ní ìbáṣepọ̀ tó lọ́rìn tí kò sì ní ṣe pẹ̀lú ètò òṣèlú tàbí ẹ̀sìn kankan. bí kò ṣe nípa àṣà tó múnádóko láàrin ara wa nílẹ̀ Yorùbá àti ìwàláàyè. ìtọ́jú ara wà o. ìtọ́jú ẹyin, ìtọ́jú ojú wà lọ́fẹ̀ẹ́. lábẹ́ ìṣàkóso Yorùbá Land Health Charity Foundation. pẹ̀lú olùdarí àjọ Mr. Abdullahi Mustapha Elewi-Odo. Yorùbá Land Health Charity Foundation. àjọ tí kò rọ̀gbọ̀kú léjọba. tó sì ṣe ìdápadà ayọ̀ òun ìfẹ́ láàrin ọmọ Yorùbá nílẹ̀ yìí àti lókè òkun.
ará àdúgbò gbogbo ti tún dé o pẹ̀lú locate my ride ọkọ̀ nílò pẹ̀lú ààbò tó péye dìrọ̀rùn gbà. Locate My Ride is a smart car tracking solution that sends you an instant alert the moment your car moves without your permission. Kéèyàn fowó lárọ̀ kọ̀bọ̀ gìrì kó túnmọ̀ wákàyà sókè torí àwọn ajínasẹ̀ tí ń jẹ wọn jígbọ́n. Ìyẹn dèwọ̀ whether you are at home, at work or asleep. Locate My Ride keep watch 247 real-time update, detailed report, customizable alert ní gbogbo ìgbà ní ọmọ bí ọkọ̀ rẹ̀ gbé wà. Pẹ̀lú ẹ̀rọ ìgbàlódé tí ilé-iṣẹ́ Locate My Ride gbé dé lásìkò yìí. Just confidence and peace of mind. You can protect your car. Try protect your investment by calling or WhatsApp Locate My Ride on 0807 151 1451 or follow us on Instagram at Locate My Ride 247 with our reliable, secure and user-friendly solution. Drive with confidence and track with ease. Ọkọ̀ mi ọkọ̀ máa wà mí lọ kò sí fòyà.
ó pẹ́ tí mo ti ń gbọ́ rédíò káàkiri ayé. Ìgbà tí mo ṣalábàápàdé Aláyọ̀ rédíò TV. Rédíò tó bu àyà, ogún oúnjẹ fẹ́ gbé ó tún wọ́n gbà wó bọ̀. Ó tún wọ́n ṣe bẹbẹ yàtọ̀ sí bẹ́ẹ̀ káàkiri àgbáyé ni wọ́n ti ń gbọ́ wa. Kábíyèsí fún gbogbo àwọn ìkànnì míì. Ẹ bá ń ṣe fìlà kórí adé. Kábíyèsí alára àgbà yìí dá ní ìkànnì Aláyọ̀ jẹ́ fún gbogbo ìkànnì míì. Ògbóǹtarìgì ni wọ́n níbi ká ṣe live broadcast, music training, live streaming, photoshoot studio, ẹ̀ka ìgbóhùnsáfẹ́fẹ́, audio mixing studio àti àwọn ètò lọ́lọ́kan òjọ̀kan. Bẹ̀rẹ̀ lórí ìròyìn tó gbóná fẹlẹ́lẹ́ àti gbígbé àṣà àtẹ̀sìn lárugẹ. Ètò nípa lọ́kọláya, eré ìdárayá láti ẹnu àwọn atọ́kùn tó dáńtọ́. Opposite Glory filling station, Ẹlẹ́gbẹ̀ Odò, along Ọjọ́ Ìwó road, Ìbàdàn láfi kalẹ̀ sí. Ẹ lè pè wá sórí 0913-609-3243 tàbí 0707-979-0863. Aláyọ̀ rédíò TV, ìkànnì tí kò lẹ́gbẹ́. Tó bá ń gbọ́ tó ń sẹ́ wẹ́lẹ́wẹ́lẹ́ tó tún milẹ̀ tìtìtìtì ẹ̀jẹ̀ méjì kì í jàṣà. Ìkànnì Aláyọ̀ rédíò ló ń dún tó tún kilẹ̀ bálabàlà. Má gbé kúrò ń bẹ̀ ó ń dùn mọ́ nínú.
Welcome back. Now the news and details. President Bola Tinubu on Wednesday signed the Electoral Act 2026 Amendment Bill into law, commending the National Assembly for what he describes as a vital step into strengthening Nigerian democracy. The signing ceremony took place at the Presidential Villa, Abuja. Around top government official presence were the Senate President Boswe Akpabio, Speakers of the House of Representatives Tajuddin Abbas, and the Chief of Staff to President Femi Gbajabimila. Also in attendance were the Senate leaders Opeyemi Bamidele, the Deputy Speaker of the House of Representatives Benjamin Kalu, and others lawmakers. Speaking shortly after assenting to the bill, Tinubu praised the legislature for its works on the amendment. He said the essence of democracy was to have very solid discussion committed to the national development and national building, noting that such engagements were essential for the stability of the country. The amendment to the Electoral Act is expected to address key issues in the national electoral process ahead of the 2027 general elections. The president expressed optimism that the new law would further strengthen democratic institutions and promote a credible election across the country. Tinubu said, "I follow keenly what you are doing. The essence of democracy is to have very solid brainstorming discussion committed to the national development and national building stabilities of the nation. It's not as important as the historical aspect of this. What is crucial is the fact that you manage the process to extend that there will be no confusion, no disenfranchisement of Nigerians, and that we all are going to see democracy flourished. It is time to have confidence in our system. No matter how good a system is, it's managed by people, promoted by people, and result is finalized by the people. In fact, for final result, you are not going to be talking to the computer, you are going to be talking to human beings who will announce the final result. And when you look at the cruise of various arguments, maybe Nigerians should question our brand capability. How technically are we today? How technically we will be tomorrow to answer the call or either read time or not. And as long as you appear personally as a minor voter in the polling booth, a ballot paper is given to you manually. You decide in a corner and thumbprint the person you have in your choice. You cast your vote without hindrance and interference. Ballots are subsequently counted manually. Nigeria will be there, we will flourish, we will continue to nurture the democracy for the fulfillment of our dreams, for the prosperity and stability of our country. Under the approved amendment, where electronic transmission is disrupted by network or communication challenges, the manually completed EC8A for the quick constitutions of primary basics for collation and declarations of results, provided that it is the electronic transmissions of the results fails as a result of communication failure and it becomes impossible to transmit the results contained in the form EC8A signed and stamped by the presiding officers and countersigned by the candidates or polling agents where available at the polling unit. The form EC8A shall remain the primary source of collation and declaration of the results. The Kwekwansiya movement has raised concern over what is described as the growing dominance of the All Progressive Congress (APC), saying the recent amendment to Electoral Act highlight the risk of one-party control in Nigerian democracy. In a statement signed by its spokesman, Habib Sale Muhammad, the movement expressed worry over the quick passage and presidential access to the amended Electoral Act despite public protest and warning from civic society groups and experts. In a statement signed by its spokesman, according to the statement, the development has further revealed the danger of unchecked party one dominance. They noted that the APC now hold overwhelming influence across both the executive and national assembly. The movement said the dominance has been strengthened by the defection of elected officials who won their seats under other political parties but later joined the ruling party. These defections are not merely political movements, they raise serious moral and constitutional concern, the statement read. When elected representatives abandon the political platform upon which they are entrusted with the people mandates without clear ideological justification or consistency collateralations, it amounted to a distortion of democratic representation. The movement stressed that the mandate belongs to electorate, not to individuals office holders. The militants mobilized for a camp on Daba Masara Island in Lake Chad and made a long detour to attack the base. Two sources in anti-jihadist militia supporting the military said, giving the same talk. The terrorists burned down the base along with 11 gun struck and took away the anti-aircraft guns mounted there, said one anti-jihadist militia source. All the sources asked not to be identified as they were not authorized to speak about the incident. The base, 24 kilometers from the fishing hub of Baga, has served as a major security bulwark, shading that town from Hajj's attack. ISWAP and rival group Boko Haram have intensified attack on military base in the northeast. Late on Saturday, ISWAP attacked a base in Mandarigua near the Dambisa Forest jihadist enclave, killing and wounding an unspecified numbers of soldiers and militia, the military said in a statement. In another incident, Boko Haram launched an attack on another base in Poka near the border with Cameroon, destroying military equipment and accommodations before the attack was repelled with the help of reinforcements, the statement said. And in the world of business, the Naira on Monday climbed to a 2-year high of 1,347 Naira 78 kobo per dollar in the official foreign exchange FX market, further narrowing the spread with the black market as during the change BDC operators are waiting trading guidelines from the Central Bank of Nigeria CBN this week. Data published by the Apex Bank shows that the Naira appreciates by 7 Naira 64 kobo, representing a gain of 0.57% compared to 1,355 Naira 42 kobo recorded on Friday at the Nigerian Foreign Exchange Market (NFEM) and also in the parallel market known as black market. And in the world of sports, two Nigerians center stage on a chaotic Champions League night in Belgium as Raphael Onyedika and Ademola Lookman both found the night in a dramatic 3-3 draw between Club Brugge and Atletico Madrid. With a place in the last 16 hanging in the balance, the first leg of the playoff delivered twist, controversy and late heartbreak. At the heart of it all were Onyedika and Lookman, whose goal ensures Nigerian interest ran deep throughout the game. Lookman, who has settled quickly since his January arrival in Madrid, struck first among the duo. The forward reaction sharply inside the box just before the break, turning home from close range after Antoine Griezmann glanced on Julian Alvarez's corner. It put Atletico 2-0 ahead and for a moment seems to silence the Jan Brede Stadium. Earlier, Alvarez has opened the scoring from the penalty spot after Joaquin Seas handled inside the area, and the Argentine dispatched his efforts confidently, putting behind him the memory of last season's controversial double touch incident against Real Madrid that ended Atletico European hopes. But if Lookman's goal looked like a decisive blow, Onyedika has other idea. The Super Eagles midfielder was lively throughout and pulled one back for Brugge into the 52nd minute. After Jan Oblak produced a fine save to Dini Nicola, the Roses header, Onyedika was quickest to react, stepping into an unguided net and igniting belief among the home supporters. The Spanish side regained the lead when Joe Hodgson diverted the ball into his own net under pressure, but the drama was far from over deep into stoppage time. Christos Ziolis raised clear and finished coolly. The effort was initially ruled out for offside before a VAR check overturned the decision, sealing a breathless draw. Before the roundup of the news, let's quickly take a quick recap of our top stories. What Tinubu said after signing Electoral Amendment Bill into law. Electoral Act amendments showed Nigerian practicing one-party democracy, and 8 soldiers killed in terrorist raid source. And in the world of business, Naira reached 2 years high of 1,347 Naira, 78 kobo and dollar as gap narrow further. Aliko Dangote appoints daughter to key leadership position in multi-billionaire group. And in the world of sports, Onyedika, Lookman on target as Atletico Madrid struggle against Club Brugge. Victor Osimhen explained angry reaction in Galatasaray 5-2 Champions League wins over Juventus. And that's all we have now on our nationwide news at noon on Alayo Online Radio TV. You can follow us on all social media platforms. We're on TikTok, YouTube, X, and Instagram. For more, I am Uluwatoyin Elebute. Good afternoon and thank you for listening.
tó bá ń gbọ́ tó ń sẹ́ wẹ́lẹ́wẹ́lẹ́ tó tún milẹ̀ tìtìtìtì ẹ̀jẹ̀ méjì kì í jàṣà ìkànnì Aláyọ̀ rédíò ló ń dún.